Greetings, Ranger Country. Happy Homecoming Friday. Brad Anderson here with Laura Stiles, class of 2000 graduate.
Class of 1988.
All right, so happy homecoming, everybody. Coming to you live from the FX studio today. We have a few features to share with you. First of all, Stiles, tell us how's homecoming week going with all the competitions. And you know, folks, that this is unlike any other 2020 is unlike any homecoming we've ever had before. Obviously, by now we would have had the bonfire, we would have had the powder puff game. Today there would have been an assembly, and we were planning on it to the last minute. Tell us a little bit about some of the activities we did get to do.
Well, it is raining cats and dogs out there right now, so
it is, yeah.
Maybe it's not so bad. All right, so Ranger Country, here we go. What a great week of dressing up. I want to thank all the teachers for putting those numbers on that Google form. And here we go. The winner is seniors.
All right, class
They win the dress-up day with 326 dress-ups. So I think that's pretty awesome. You know, and the freshmen right on their heels with 315.
Get out of here.
Seriously.
Freshmen.
Those freshmen are doing great.
Way to go.
Yeah, great job, freshman leadership. Okay, another big one we had this week was were the TikToks.
Yep, the TikToks. Yep.
I thought those were
out of my wheelhouse personally, but
yeah.
Certainly they did amazing.
Yeah. Okay, and so the winner was the junior class with the junior TikTok. That was really well. They dropped the ball and they dropped the thing.
Right, yeah, that was great. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
Yeah.
Congrats to seniors. Congrats to juniors. And again, normally we'd be, getting floats wheeled in last night, but certainly the TikToks were a lot of fun. And also this week, you along with Ms. Steensma and Mr. Fuel organized a tile painting.
Yes,
Tell us about that.
We were able to pull that off. It went really well. The seniors had a lot of fun. It was just really nice to see seniors all together, well, spread out, but all together, of course. But smiling and laughing and just having some fun. And you all can see these tiles when you come back to the building. They're actually up in the hall outside, like Miss Bealey's room.
Yep.
In that hallway.
Right.
So we got some more tiles out there. And it was so nice to see you all having fun and getting some Ranger pride up on the ceiling for us. And thank you all for coming. We had a lot of seniors.
Yeah, certainly. And that's hopefully something we can add to. I know that's something that they do during the senior retreat, but it's great that we got to do it during homecoming week this week. And you can see all of those tiles when you come back in the senior hallway. And it's just one of those neat things that we were able to do and pull off. So well done to you, to student council, to Mr. Fuel and Ms. Steensma. What else we got, Stiles?
So we have got a couple other things for you here. We want to throw it out to Clay Udell, who was named he had the play of the week at TV8. So congratulations, Clay. We know you had a great time with that, and you do such a nice job supporting Ranger Athletics.
Yeah, that was fantastic. What a touching moment for both communities, for Northview, obviously, to be there, and for our team. Just what a great moment for the Udell family and for Clay.
Yeah.
I think there wasn't a dry eye in the house to anybody that watched that.
Don't get me started.
Either on the news or live.
Yeah. All right, we have one more thing for you, Ranger Country. At today's assembly, we were going to shake it up a little bit and have a parade of senior athletes that represented all sports march into the stadium to represent every sport other than football, other than we love football.
Yep.
But so here are our seniors who were nominated by their coaches to do the parade of athletes at the assembly today. So for football, we had Jonas Spates and Carson Dinas.
Yep.
Great guys, good
Great
guys.
Hometown heroes.
Hometown heroes. For cross country, we had Kyle James Herr and Whitney Curry.
Okay.
Those guys are crazy.
Yeah, I believe
Sprint like 3 miles through a golf course.
I believe they have pre-regionals this weekend,
I think
so
so.
good luck. I think it's at Cedar Springs, and man, good luck.
Yes, that's a crazy sport. All right, boys tennis, Jeremy James and Chris Batiste.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
congratulations,
Yeah,
guys.
excellent
Love those
players.
guys. The Rangers swimming and divers, Ellie Field and Rachel Schneck. Congratulations.
Yeah.
For
Congrats,
boys,
Rachel. Way to go.
For boys soccer, we had Matt Mahoney and Mason Corcoran. So congratulations there.
Yep.
Our sideline cheerleaders, Lydia Vandereet and Emily Brom. For girls golf, we had Bella Gonzalez, Ava Matai, and Maddie Knorr. Just a couple more here. And for volleyball, we had Morgan Tilton and Tatum Ostrowski.
Otolsky.
Otolsky.
Yep,
There we go. Sorry about that.
Oh man, those are all fantastic representatives of our sports, and our fall sports teams have done so well, and these kids have really persevered despite circumstances.
Sure.
What has surprised me, Stiles, and I know everybody else, is the resilience that these students have shown at the beginning of the year, throughout the hybrid, being in full, and then now being remote again, and who knows, but I tell you what, throughout the day, I've seen nothing but stiff upper lip and resilience from our students. And those fall athletes, kudos to you for enduring and improvising, adapting, and overcoming.
Yeah. Hey, I want to shout out to all Rangers in Ranger Country. Zoom crazy around here, and I don't know about you guys. By the way, we got Saltini running the camera. We got Fisher in the control room. We're having a blast here.
Jeff Manders back
and
there,
Manders,
the
of
director,
course.
the man moving around.
He's amazing. I don't know if y'all know.
And shout out to all of our teachers, custodians, lunch ladies, administrators, and our coaches. This has been a surreal 2020. To any families that are watching, your students have done an excellent job. So happy Homecoming Friday, and that brings us to two final things, I believe.
Yep.
Tonight, the football game against Lowell. Last year, it was one of the most epic football games I've been witness to in Ranger Stadium. Goal line stand on the 1-yard line. I believe Mockerman and Dynas were credited with the tackle on the final play of the game as the clock ticked off. Homecoming victory against the Red Arrows. Doesn't get better than that. And tonight we get to play the Red Arrows again. Although we're over at Northview, it's going to be similar intensity. Lowell, Forest Hill Central, great rivalry.
Hey, we're going to have the band there tonight.
The band's going to be there. The dance team, the cheer team.
Yep. And we're going to announce the king and queen at halftime as well.
We sure are. Congratulations to all of our court members. We'll see you there at the game. To the parents, hopefully you get to enjoy the regular ceremony.
Yeah.
And it should be a special night despite all the circumstances of 2020. And that's where we come next to a documentary put together by Sidney Kushak and Mr. Manders. This goes back all the way into the 60s, and so we're going to share this around the community, but you're going to get to see it first, teachers, staff, and students of FHC. We hope you enjoy a Ranger Homecoming documentary. Since the fall of 1961, students, staff, families, and fans have been celebrating an autumn rite of passage known as homecoming. It's a fall tradition American as apple pie. Here in what we like to call Ranger Country, homecoming has taken on epic proportions. From the bonfire that stretches high into the night sky to the legendary gridiron battles in Ranger Stadium, to the parades and the floats and the powder puff games, homecoming in Ranger Country is a time-honored tradition. FHC hosts the largest homecoming in the state of Michigan. Our week kicks off with a tug-of-war between the classes and the court announcement. Over the weekend, the classes, led by the Student Council, are putting finishing touches on the banners and the floats and the costumes for the lip sync. On the Monday of homecoming week, a new tradition emerged as a community favorite, the Ranger Rumble. 3,500 Rangers from all schools, from Pine Ridge, Thornapple, Ada, Central Woodlands, Central Middle School, and of course the high school, gather at Ranger Stadium to watch the band, pom team, cheer teams, football, banner jump, and the pumpkin pie eating contest. It was certainly an incredible sight to behold. That night, the ladies of FHC get to show their grit out on the football field. The Powder Puff game pits the senior ladies against the junior ladies in a battle for the sacred Powder Puff jug. And last year, the freshmen took on the sophomores in a scrimmage of sorts before the game. Throughout the week, students show their pride on themed dress-up days. Not just high schoolers partake in the fun. The spirit in Ranger Country is strong. Perhaps one of the most unique traditions is when the marching band plays the fight song through the hallways and leads the student body and staff into the gym for the most entertaining assembly in the state of Michigan. And our patriotic and respectful student audience and staff proudly sing the national anthem along with the choir as the band plays the fight song afterwards. The lip syncs that follow are elaborate and put out our student talent on display in a friendly competition between classes. The cheer team cheers and the dance team performs, and the student body shows their school spirit with the "This is Ranger Country" chant. After the assembly, the floats and teams get ready to parade around campus in nearby neighborhoods while teachers, students, family, and fans tailgate behind the stadium. The best of the week, however, is when the Ranger football team takes the field to defend the turf in Ranger Stadium, while the 12th man in the stands cheers, our famous student section led by our student section leaders. At halftime, the homecoming court is presented to the community, the competition final tallies are revealed, and then the king and queen are crowned to the adulation of the crowd. It's all American, it's tradition, it's homecoming in Ranger Country.
My favorite homecoming activity is just celebrating the real purpose behind what homecoming is all about, which is celebrating the alumni and them coming home.
My favorite homecoming memory has got to be spending countless hours with some of my best friends in the world working on homecoming float and lip sync.
My favorite homecoming memory was probably my senior year, and I went to high school here. So did my husband, and we actually were dating at the time. And it was just that whole homecoming week, just like we have now.
My favorite Ranger Country moment was when we were playing Lowell at home for the homecoming game, and we stopped them on 4th and 1 on the goal line.
Well, back in the day, in the early 80s, what I really remember and had the most fun was working on floats. My favorite part of our current homecoming, I think it would be the bonfire, which I think is a great tradition.
My favorite part of homecoming was definitely our lip sync junior year, just because it was so much fun and our whole class came together, and it was just probably the best experience I've had at FHC.
Best homecoming memory? I love all of it. I love Spirit Week, the assembly, the parade, the tailgate party, then the football game with the band and the student section, and our team just doing great.
My favorite Ranger Country homecoming memory would have to be all of my memories with student council. So us getting together to build floats, choreograph lip syncs, get our classes together, eat sick amounts of pizza, and then end up celebrating at the end to honor all of our hard work was some of the most special seasons for me.
I think my favorite part is the game and being down on the field with the kids who are in the court, because they're so excited, and usually it's such a terrific group of kids, and we get a chance to go down on the field and announce winners, and I think that's a memory that those kids will have for the rest of their lives.
Joining me in the reading of A Ranger Homecoming, our fellow students. This poem is traditionally read at the annual bonfire in honor of the football team, band, cheer, and pom team, and of course, our student section, which is our 12th man in the stands, who, at any moment, they are ready to take the field for their team and to cheer them on through the rain, the snows, through tough times, through great seasons and bad. It was Judgment Day in Rangerland, and tenseness filled the air. All knew there was a trip at hand, but not a soul knew where. Assembled on the drill field was the world-renowned 12th man, the entire Fighting Ranger team, and the world-famous Ranger Band.
And out in front with Royal Guard, the reviewing party stood. St. Peter and his angel staff were choosing bad from good.
First he surveyed the Ranger team, and in terms of an angel swore, by Jove, I do believe I've seen this gallant group before.
I've seen them play since way back when, and they've always had the grit. I've seen them lose and I've seen them win, but I've never seen them quit.
No need for us to tarry here, deciding upon their fates. 'Tis plain as halo on my head that they've opened heaven's gates.
And when the 12th man heard this, they let out a mighty yell that echoed clear to heaven and shook the gates of hell.
And what group is this upon the side? St. Peter asked his aid, that swelled as if to burst with pride when we our judgment made.
Why, sir, that's the cheer and pom teams that are known far and wide for backing up their fighting team, whether they won or lost or tied.
Well then, said St. Peter, it's very plain to me that within the realms of heaven they should spend eternity.
And have the Ranger marching band at once commence to play. For their fates too we must decide upon this crucial day.
And the band poured forth the anthem in notes bright and clear, and 1,400 Ranger voices sang the song they held so dear.
And the drum major, so hearing, raised his hand and said, "Boys, let's play the fight song for the last time in Ranger land."
And when the band had finished, St. Peter wiped his eyes and said, "It's not hard to see, they're meant for paradise."
And the captains of the football team said as they took St. Peter's hand, "It's just another homecoming, boys. We'll march behind the band."
Our 12th man in the stands will no doubt be a force and a wind behind the sails of our team on the field, the band, the cheer, and the palms. And may all of you have a wonderful homecoming, despite circumstances, as we improvise, adapt, and overcome in the year 2020.
Oh, Mr. Anderson, I gotta tell you guys, Mr. Anderson did that, so I have a hard time watching it.
All credit goes to Sidney Kushak and Mr. Manders. I was the one digging through old yearbooks, but that was a lot of fun to go take a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
You know, both as graduates here and people that work here. There's a lot that goes into our events, and you know, certainly this is something we look forward to. This year's different, and hopefully next year we'll be back with the biggest, best, most exciting, and epic homecoming of all time. And you know, just a big shout out to all the teams and all the people that make this community this place so special. Forest Hills Central, Ranger Country, is a special place to live, to work, to be a student, and I couldn't be prouder to be a Ranger.
Yeah. You know, I was watching that video and I thought of one thing. Last year, and most of you were there, even if you were an 8th grader, you were there. So the Ranger Rumble, right? And I planned the parade for homecoming.
Right.
And so we didn't think we were going to have the parade. We didn't know. And so we're at the Ranger Rumble. 3,500 kids, everybody from the Central side. Dan Beam was there. Dan Beam snuck up to Clark, Mr. Udell, and told him that we could have the parade. And Mr. Udell comes up to me.
And the halftime show.
All the stuff on Friday, because remember, there was the mosquitoes, the Triple E.
Sure.
And so I remember we just gave Mr. Udell the microphone, and he said, the parade is on, and 3,500 kids cheered. So I look forward to that when we get back next year, to have that same spirit, and we'll get through this, Ranger Country. Thank you, everybody, for everything. Brad, thank you so much.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Styles, for all your energy and your spirit. And I just got three things for you this weekend during homecoming weekend. Use good judgment. If you have to stop and think whether it's right or wrong, it's probably wrong, and nothing good happens after midnight. Happy homecoming, Rangers. We'll see you in 2021. Have a great weekend. Woo! Huzzah.